Oh, hello, and welcome to another Russ Toy Reviews live stream. So, how's it going, everybody? Hope everybody is doing well. Hope everybody is well out there. I just wanted to do a live stream today, talking about. Well, I'm gonna do a behind the scenes thing, and I'll just be on here for about 50 minutes. So, just a very short live stream, and I am going to get to work on my Marvel Legends Age of Apocalypse Wave action figure review. It's going to be all the figures from the wave in one video. How's it going, Leo? Thank you for joining me today. We got one person in the room. Hey, we got two people in the room. We got Punisher 267. Hope you are both doing well. So yeah, just a little impromptu. I didn't really advertise this or anything. It's just not really a there's nothing big special going on right now. Just chilling. I'm gonna do an after party live stream, and that will be in the dork room. So I'm excited for that. That's gonna be some time to hang out and clean up the dork room a bit. So I'm excited for that. But I wanted to do a little screen capture thing going on over here, talking about the Rancor Keeper just a little bit more, and not in a negative kind of way. I just kind of wanted to get a little bit more into the back and forth aspect of what goes on the channel and everything, because I don't want people to get the idea that like this channel is what I really think, and then like I'm scared of Hasbro, so I don't post this on my regular channel. I'm only doing it on here so that they don't see. It's not like that, because I promote the shits on my main channel anyway. So the big difference here is the reason for this channel is this is where the stuff goes that's not that popular on my main channel. For instance, live streams, not that popular on my main channel. And that's why so that's why I do live streams here, and I'm going to talk about Star Wars and some other properties that don't do as well on the main channel. I'll do them over here, but it doesn't mean that I'm exclusively doing like Star Wars only here. Like I'll still review Star Wars on the main channel. I'll still review other stuff. It's just that I have so much stuff that I want to talk about. I'm kind of just splitting it up. Plus, it's easier, quicker for me to do the fast and easy Russ Toy reviews videos. Way easier than the Shartimus Prime reviews. So, thank you, Leo. I'm excited. I'm excited that you're excited for that review. I've actually got my compendium out here, and gonna get revisit. I'm not gonna reread the whole thing. By the way, thanks again, Optobotomus, for pushing me to pick this up. So really appreciate that. Again, but yeah, there's a lot to go over in that video, a lot of characters to discuss, and I don't want to go into great length and great detail because it's going to be a super long video otherwise. So I don't want to go that hardcore. The new Boba Fett reveal. Yeah, dude, I'm excited. Yeah, I thought I'd seen that before, but yeah, when I saw the in package images, I was like, hell yes. So I'd already pre-ordered it before I even saw the full images. I was already all about it. So all about that Book of Boba Fett. Hella down. Bib Fortuna is pre-ordered. I pre-ordered all those Black Series figures. I really do love my Black Series. I just don't like the single jointed elbows stuff. I don't like the single jointed knees. That frustrates me. What's up, Fitneek? Yo, what's up, Shartimus? It's Bodak from Twitch. Hey, welcome. Hey, welcome over here on this side of live. Cool. Right on. Thanks for making it through, man. You probably don't remember, so that's fine. No, I do. I remember, Bodak. Remember I was getting you confused with the other name that kind of sounded like your name? Yeah, I remember. But yeah, my apologies about that. Yeah, mixing people up and everything. But anyway, I wanted to and I'll probably make a video on this later, but I just wanted to say that, like, again, this isn't like, oh, this channel isn't for me to like hate on Hasbro or anything like that, or feel free to speak my mind where on the other channel I don't speak my mind. It's like this is kind of like a tamed down version for you guys. And the super excited, hey, what's up, you guys? That's more of the real me than the more relaxed, like, this is a Russ tour. Like, I have to try to keep it down doing those. So anyway, I wanted to read through your comments on this live stream. Hey, we got Joey B is in here. You're late. Yeah, I know I am late, aren't I? And I missed last week completely. It has been a weird time. This winter season has been a little bit weird. I've been kind of like on the chill side, trying to not, I mean, I don't know. For whatever reason, I just felt a little bit of a lack of energy lately. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's I don't know why, but I messaged you on Instagram about the Ajax from the Eternals wave, but I spelled it wrong with my Instagram is Toy Factory 2. All right, Punisher. Yeah, I do have Ajax. I will be reviewing Ajax. I might do that on this channel. I might do it on the main channel. I don't really know yet, just kind of flying up the seat of my pants over here. I don't know what I'm just figuring stuff out as I go along. I might do it over there. Might do it here. I don't know quite yet. But I wanted to talk about the Rancor just a little bit. And just because I thought you guys left some really cool comments and I wanted to read through them with you here on this live stream. Hey, Cuckoo. How you doing? And finally watched Eternals. You finally saw it. Hello, Sick. And we got Ian in the house. How's it going, Ian? How you doing, bro? Good to see you. But yeah, I'm gonna do a little share screen here. I think I had it set up. Nope. Thought I had my shit together. Did I? Nope. So here we go. I gotta type it in, Russ. Toy reviews, which is kind of funny when I type that in, I get other stuff. But anyway. Oh, cool. It gave a screenshot of me making a shitty face. Great. Okay, so I'm gonna just sort newest first and go through some of these comments with you guys here and just kind of not go through every single one, but I wanted to just kind of continue on the conversation a little bit. And then we'll do some behind the scenes stuff over here shortly after. So where is the video that I'm trying to find? All right, so you could see a comment section, right? Can you guys see it all right? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Let's see if I zoom in a little bit more here. Well, anyway, the legendary, okay, this is kind of neat. What do you think of me changing it with the R? I didn't want all the super bright colors and stuff trying to like mislead people that this is like a kids toy channel. So I wanted to like get the red R on there and everything. But anyway, the legendary Pro G says, I think there was multiple factors as to why this project failed. First off, I've noticed that almost every HasLab project starts off with a bit of hype mystery. We pretty much always guess what the project will be, but we didn't with this one because of a certain number of Star Wars team accidentally saying what the project is. In addition to that, the tiers for this project were absolute garbage. Outside of the Rancor Keeper, which as you stated was last minute, I do not think the price was that bad, especially today. But considering we paid $100 for a gigantic planet eater, $100 more for a gigantic planet eater, because that was $400. It was actually $50 more. So I don't know where the $100 is, but multiple faces that lights up, 2 heads, and heralds and surfer and a doom head. There was more going on. This project also came at a really bad time, as you said, Russ. I'm glad it didn't get funded and hope if there is a next time it goes better than this one did. One thing I wanted to mention here, and this is one of those things where I know some people are going to take it as me being shilling, but this is a Hasbro on Hasbro discussion. One advantage that the Marvel team has over the Star Wars team is that Star Wars Black Series, aside from the troopers, there's not a lot of reuse of body molds, right? Like most of the time, they're unique body molds aside from the trooper figures. So Hasbro has this advantage where they could take a Bastion or take a Pizza Spidey body, change up a torso, give it a new head, boom, new character. Add another head, boom, another character. You can't do that as easily with Star Wars. I will give the Star Wars team that. So Hasbro looks like they're I mean, the Marvel Hasbro team kind of made it look like, it makes it look easy to add new characters in there. It makes it look easier than it really is because they do the shortcuts with reusing body molds. Where the Star Wars Black Series, you can't just reuse another body to make a Rancor Keeper. You know, you can't just reuse another body to make an Ula. And then the fact that that's another thing that I think really pissed people off is that Luke Skywalker was like, well, you're gonna reuse that for sure, right? No shit, we all know that. And that's another reason why I think people were pissed off or not really satisfied with that as a tier, because it's like, dude, I know I'm gonna be able to buy that at retail later. I know you're gonna reuse that one. So aside from the troopers, some of them are reused, but not as many. Let's see right here. And I don't know if you know Mr. Stevie. I do. He's doing a giveaway on his Instagram for a Galactus HasLab, and I am in his top 5. Oh, nice. Hope you win. Wait, Rancor's coming back? No, I want it to come back, though. By the way, I've been watching for 6 years. Woo, thank you, Ted. And you responded me once a long time ago, and that was cool. Right on. Glad to get the response. Why don't they let the fans vote on what the tiers should be? They shouldn't need to let the fans vote. Like some of these things should be a given, right? Like they should really know. I feel like the Marvel Hasbro team they have their eye on the pulse. They have their finger on the pulse a little bit more so than the Star Wars team. And the Star Wars team is fairly new, right? They change shit up over there way more often than I'd like to see. So it's hard to keep track of how long people have been working on the project and everything, you know? So anyway, Philip says, I would love to see a Star Destroyer bridge set for the 3.75-inch range. Anyway, I think just because the First Order TIE Fighter Black Series failed on them, which is why they did this as a Hasbro Pulse. Did that TIE Fighter fail? See, I was so stoked to get it, and a lot of my friends were too, so I didn't realize that was a failure. It doesn't mean people don't want large 6-inch scale vehicles or creatures. They just want them from the OT, I don't know. They just need to make the backing time a few more months now so people can save up. But yeah, I think the big bosses were in charge of the stretch goals. Ultimately, granted, people could use a credit card, but not everyone can get or want a credit card. It's not, yeah, and dude, like when you put stuff on a credit card, you're always paying more in the long run. So it's not always the best choice to make. Ideally, you want to put some money aside or sell some shit, you know? But anyway, Palpatine says, hi, Russ. I was very disappointed it didn't get back, but what makes you think Hasbro will revisit the Rancor? Like the Cookie Monster, Hasbro would think it's our fault we didn't want it and would be one and done thing and fade into obscurity. Your thoughts? And this is one thing I really wanted to reply to here, because I asked, well, how close did the Cookie Monster get? If we're going to compare, and he said it was like 600 backers at the end. That's like nothing, dude. So I wrote, this got real close, making me think they're likely to revisit. And what do you guys think about that? That's what I really want to talk about today. Me too, brother. It's just that I'm afraid Hasbro may not take the chance to fail at the Rancor. They've already invested this much. Russ, you always had a good relationship with Hasbro. If you start a petition or something, I'm sure it would go a long way. I mean, I do have a good relationship with Hasbro, but not in that kind of way. You know what I mean? Like it's not like that. They're not going to listen to me. But I am interested in the idea of possibly starting a petition for them to bring back the Rancor Keeper HasLab with a Nula. I'm just saying, bring in that Ula. Show me that the fans are number one and not Florida Man. Bring back the Florida Man thing. Pissed off about that Florida Man shit. Really pissed off about that because fuck Florida Man, all right? Ruining our Star Wars perverted figures, damn it. And you know what sucks is that there's more than Ula. There's more than Slave Leia. There's other characters too, man. What's her name again? Talon, right? Red Hotness. She kind of looks like Ula. The X-Men First Class petition. We all know how that did, right? Century Productions. Yeah. But I do want to, I would love to see them come back with the Rancor HasLab. And one other point I wanted to make, as I point with my very sharp knife over here, is that I do agree with the fact that if people don't like, okay, I was making a point before that who are we to say Darth Talon, right? All right, Fitnik. See, yeah, we know. Oh yeah, and yep, and Blue Hotness, right? Ayala Sakura, she's the Blue Hotness, I believe. Oi, all of them. Now In all honesty, did you guys know that I actually got to meet Ula? Yeah, I got to actually meet, hang out, break bread with Ula and Greedo. And Femi Taylor, very, very nice, very, very beautiful. And I had and quite a lovely experience hanging out with her. And I follow her on Instagram, and she's very artistic, and she's a designer and everything. So I would love to have an Ula figure. I would really, really love to have an Ula figure. And it's just, I don't think it's going to happen because of the Florida man bullshit, you know? You did totally get me to boycott First Class. Damn it, I still have not spent any money on First Class. So I haven't betrayed you, Joey. I still have spent no money on that First Class movie. I was so pissed off. I know. Hey, that was the last time I did a boycott thing, though. God, yeah, what a dick. That's so funny. But yeah, I ended up watching it, but I never paid to watch it. My friend left his Blu-ray over. Just like, I'm not gonna. Rodine did it. Rodine left his Blu-ray here. Like, I'm not making you watch this. I'm just gonna leave this here. I'm like, you fucker. I was there at your booth when you were between them in Minnesota. That's right. Duh. Yeah, you're. So yeah, Joey remembers. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, that was all in Minnesota. Thanks again, Dave Wheeler. And thank you, Joey, for making it down, driving across state. Oh, I hated First Class so much. Yeah, I boycotted. I did boycott First Class. I was so pissed off because it was like, how are you going to make a First Class movie and you don't have the First Class X-Men? What's a quick summary on the Florida Man thing? I've never heard of that. Yeah, so Florida Man takes his daughter to a Toys R Us. This is back in like 2015. I think, and he sees the slave Leia being sold on the shelf, and the daughter sees it, and the man is taken aback by the atrocity of this female body being viewed upon by his female daughter, and he makes a big fucking thing about it. It's all up in the news and everything, and now we get no fucking slave Leia because of, thank you very much, Florida Man. So now Hasbro or Disney or Lucasfilms, I don't know who, but not one of those four people. Not blaming the Hasbro team on this one, man. I'm not. I refuse to do that because any Hasbro fan, I mean, any Star Wars fan, whether you work for Hasbro or not, is going to want to make those figures. And I highly doubt that that was that was their choice not to be able to make an Ula. I think it's a higher up corporate thing for sure. The daughter might not have seen. The daughter may not have ever even seen it. You know what I mean? It's like, dude. And yet his same daughter probably watched and listened to Rihanna and Nicki Minaj and the like, or Cardi B, right? Cardi B is, damn. I was like, what website am I on again? Is this the orange one or is this the red one? Because I know the red one is a YouTube and the orange one is the other one, and it feels like I'm watching the orange one. You know what I mean? Who confirmed it? Did Hasbro actually confirm this? The floor, you could look it up. Look up the news stories. I remember this when this was all happening. So I don't have confirmation on it being any one particular person. I just know that this was like a big deal when this first happened, and I'm putting the pieces together myself. So this is a little bit, we're getting a little bit into the fucking conspiracy theory shit over here because I don't have actual substantive facts to back up my hypothesis. But because it was such a big deal and it was all over the news. Hey, what's up, Adam? How's it going, bro? And yet his same daughter. Oh, I read this earlier, but didn't read the name. Conjecture. Yes. So if someone wants to look it up, share an article, go for it. But yeah. So anyway, getting back to some of these comments on here. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I just want to present this idea to you. You're going to take this off because I feel all tiny and we're not even really reading. Wait, hold on. Let me read this guy's comment right here. Victor. Yeesimus Prime says, nice username. I love how different this was treated compared to HasLab Star Saber. Yeah, Star Saber. It was crazy that Star Saber started with. I didn't back Star Saber either, by the way. As it gets to this time of year, I'm a little bit more particular about my action figure spending, you know? You got kids and Christmas involved, you know what I mean? Your priorities as an adult are heavily on that side. But again, if they had an ULA, there would have been a Hot Toys figure out the door. I would have found a Hot Toys figure to sell or something to sell. You know what I mean? Because it would have been a game. It would have been a game changer. Because then I would have been scared to miss out on the Femi Taylor figure. So it's like, dude, what the hell? For me personally, I would have backed that Rancor if they had the ULA figure. Not gonna lie, I would have figured it out. I would have done something, made a sacrifice somewhere. But Victor Hugo de Naranja says, "Oh, people don't know what the cost is, so why people say should be this price?" This is a kid, right? What are you talking about? People do that every day when they see something at the store and they know it's overpriced because it's sold on other places for a lower price. They don't buy it. Yeah, but the bitching is what I'm talking about. They don't need to actually speak to the manager. They just move on and not buy or buy somewhere else. Yeah, which brings us to the core industry problem with branding. You see, Hasbro has the monopoly over those brands on the US. What is he talking about? I mean, Funko had to put bobbleheads on Marvel. There's and Star Wars figures just so they don't compete with Hasbro. And we are talking about Funko Pops. They are, or that's just how you write Funko Pops. He's not yelling. They are already unique enough to have their own space and not rivals Hasbro. So yeah, we don't have anything to compare. In this way, it becomes predatory. And yeah, so okay, Victor. Look, dude, there's SH Figure Arts and there's Mafex figures. There's other 6-inch Star Wars figures being made. You could even throw in Diamond Select Star Wars figures if you want, even though they only have 3. So there's competition for Hasbro on that scale for sure. Also, my whole point was, dude, the huge difference between the internet and real life is that if you go to the store and you're saying, $18 for this mug, should be $8, right? Well, what happens next? See, what happens next is you put the mug down and you fucking leave because you know that if you're gonna stick around, they will throw your ass out, right? If you go around the whole store, but the $18 mug, everybody, look, $18 should be $8, right? You're gonna get your ass thrown out. That's how that works in real life. On the internet, you can just keep coming back and bitch and bitch and bitch and bitch and bitch forever. You can just keep coming back into the room and complain, and nobody's going to ever throw you out because it's the internet. Nobody can really throw you out. Yeah, you can get blocked off of certain social media platforms if it gets too wild, but for the most part, if you're just complaining, should be $8 instead of $18, you get to say that an endless amount of times. That's like a huge difference. Because if you go to the sandwich shop, that's what I used in my video in that explanation. Sandwich, they throw your ass out. You don't get to come back and keep bitching about the price. That's one thing that's a huge difference between real life and the internet, is that you get to anonymously complain. Whereas in real life, you don't get to be so anonymous. You got to get the fuck out. You know what I mean? That's how that works. And I wish we would treat internet life more like real life, because it's so much closer to real life now than it ever has. That's why I get like that, because like we should be more real, you know? And that's why I get a lot of shit for sounding like a Hasbro shill, because I talk like I would say it in front of their faces. I say it like how it would actually be if I was right there. The way people complain, for the most part, don't talk like they would talk if it was in front of your face. Like if you had a lot of problems with Marvel Legends and you got to meet Dwight Stahl for the first time, are you going to think of every figure you hated? Or are you going to think of all the figures you loved? Or are you going to be somewhere in between? Most people are going to be somewhere in between, and they're probably going to say something complimentary to Dwight before they just bring up all the shit that they want to bitch about. And my point is that I get to make my point, but I do it in a way where I'm trying to be constructive and I'm trying to be civil in the way I say things, and not just being like, this sucks, this is garbage, trash. You know what I mean? But people, because it's the internet and I sound civil, it sounds like I'm kissing ass. And anyway, that record's been played before. Makes sense. Still wish someone would do Angel well. I thought they did him well in X3. That was the only real good thing about that. But yeah, I did like seeing him jump out of the building and stuff. Do you have an ETA when you're relaunching your Kickstarter? I don't want to say, but some cool stuff in there, man. Love the crocodile and walrus in particular. Thank you so much, Adam. I am working on Street Humans. I'm not updating anywhere about it, but I am working on it. I had a meeting yesterday, been sent out an email earlier today, had had another correspondence the day before yesterday, so it's like I'm on it, but I'm hoping somewhere, I don't want to really say right now when I will relaunch it, because I want to take my time and make sure that I do it the way I want to do it now. Like, the relaunch is going to be sick. So, Obi-Juan Chingones, how's it going, bro? I love all you do. You coming to C2E2? No, I won't be flying or showing up to anywhere anytime soon. But thank you so much, man. I would love to go to a C2E2 one day. Never been to Chicago. Always enjoy your interviews, man. McFarlane's are a highlight for me. Oh, right on, Adam. Oh, by the way, I do want to try to go to New York Toy Fair. I was thinking about New York Toy Fair. When is C2E2? I should look into that more. Fitneek says an understanding, because a lot of people don't know the process of making action figures. Exactly. Yeah. There's a lot going on. I do hope I can meet the Hasbro team someday myself. I do have things I want to talk to them about. Yeah. So Joey, it's like, if the first time you ever meet them, like, are you gonna? I mean, you're gonna have questions, but like, I don't know. It's kind of like, I've seen people firsthand meet these guys, so it's like I know most people don't like really just bitch to their faces right away. It's like some people do. I did when I first met them, but not most. Not most. What's up, Tom Bowling? How's it going? I think another factor in the Rancor failing is that Hasbro is hitting us with too many projects in such a short span of time. That is absolutely correct. That is a huge factor. That is a huge factor for sure. C2E2 is this weekend. I'm definitely not going to make it. Hey, Short, how's going, man? Thought in the Mayfex Mayfex Huntress? Did I already pre-order her? Now I gotta look, because I am getting every single one of those Mayfex. I think I already pre-ordered her. I think I already did. Pretty sure I did. But yeah, Mayfix, I'm all about the Hush Mayfix figures. I'm gonna be a completist with that. Actually backtracked and bought Catwoman. I missed out on Catwoman, and I found her for, I think, a pretty solid price. Even though she was used, I thought, 110 was like the cheap shipped. 110 shipped wasn't the worst. Yeah, totally missed out on C2E2. Couldn't afford it. The Hush figures are sick. Yeah, I absolutely love the Hush figures, man. Oh man, I'm a huge Marvel Legends fan, so I don't have much to bitch about. I'd honestly tell them how much I appreciate their work. Yeah, I know you love Marvel Legends more so than you hate them. So you're gonna just think about like the pause, like the fact that they're making still so many comic figures, right? Yeah, so they gave her boxers over briefs. Boo. Tom Bowling with the worst question ever. Tom. McFly. That's what I feel like doing. Yeah, dude. I tease. But I mean, you know what? I'm not gonna like go ridiculous. I don't. I mean, that's a ways away. But yeah, I'm definitely going to have a sexy side without going too crazy. Is my plan. When we get comic figures, they bend over backwards for the MCU. Yeah, well, you know what? It's just what makes more money, right? They are a business. The MCU figures, even the worst ones, still sell better, especially when they have big box. When you get corporations like Target and Walmart involved, what do you think those guys, those people, those suits find appealing? Obscure comic characters they never heard of, or the shit tied to the latest big Disney Marvel movie? They're going to invest in that. That's where their interest is. That's where they think the money's going to be at. So that's why they put more into the MCU stuff, because Target and Walmart put more money into it. That's how that works. They're going to be big, not too crazy. Don't want to go too crazy. Don't want to get canceled again and again and again. I think we're going to be getting fewer comic figures going forward with so many MCU movies and shows coming. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. They can make and not sell them big box. Not the same. Not the same. It's a big game changer. Like, it's just not, nothing's that easy. They can like, it's not as easy as you think, because the big box is fronting a lot of money into buying these things. It's like having the big box on your side is like starting a Kickstarter like more than halfway. It's like, oh, okay, they're in. Like, they're going to be buying a fuck ton of these things, and you're in. So it's like it's a huge help when they have big box on their side, dude. Don't underestimate that. That's a huge deal. And that's like, from me talking to other companies, not just Hasbro people, like for other companies, like, dude, it's nuts. Leo says, can't wait for No Way Home. Oh, don't let's not get on No Way Home, because I do not, are you watching Hawkeye? We've been warned. Oh, pardon me. Sorry. Are you watching Hawkeye? We've been warned internet will explode this coming week. I am caught up with Hawkeye. Yes. I liked what I saw in the latest episode. I don't know if you guys have all seen it, but yeah. I'm going to get off of here. I don't think there's any other reason to show this off. Unless, yeah. So anyway, there we go. There's my big ugly face. All right. So how do you think they will release the No Way Home villains down the line, keeping in mind Doc Ock's arms, Goblin's gliders, Sandman, Lizard are all probably too big for regular wave releases. Kind of like how they've done with everything else. Combination. Hey, pardon me. Combination of different deluxe figures. I'm sure, Build-A-Figures, like 2-packs. Like, they're gonna have that they could do exclusive Hasbro Pulse figures. Like, they could do whatever they want. There's so many different ways to go about it. They can do all of the above. Bro. Hasbro is like a $10 billion company. Yeah, dude, but like, man, adult action figures are not a big part of that $10 billion. It don't work that way. Okay? It's like this. It's like my kid asking me. It's like one of my kids asking me to buy a toy that's too expensive, and then them telling me like, yeah, but you spent like thousands of dollars on the rent, on paying the mortgage. It's like, that money is for that. Like, yeah, that's a big old bag of money, but that's for paying the mortgage. That's not for you buying you a treat today. Like, I don't know if I can get too far into it, because like, I don't know too many details to like get into this, but I know for a fact that when you have big money, you have big expenses. And if you're a big company like Hasbro, they're making more money in other ways aside from selling adult collectibles. Like, I think they're making more money in other ways. I don't know for sure, though. I'm not going to speak for stuff I don't really know. But when you have that much money, dude, it's not as easy as just saying, like, oh, there's a $10 billion company. They just they make the Rancor themselves. Like, no, they have business models. You know what I mean? Like, there's like business 101 basic shit that you have to follow. Make sure that you have a supply for, a demand for the supply you want to give out. Like, it all has to make sense, dude. It has to make financial sense to these guys. They're still a company, and it's not like they're not trying to just like they're not going to just give away money because they're a $10 billion company. If you don't see Bezos just giving away money like that, then you're not going to see Hasbro do it. I think there is a market for both comic and MCU figures. The market will dictate, dude. Yeah. I mean, Ian, yeah, I totally agree. The market will dictate if the scale tips in either direction for sure. But I think there's a market for both, and I think people will keep on buying both. Hey, Shark, wait, I gotta read this name. The Vizdachon Zenon. That's probably a sentence. 97. Hey, Shark, with 2021 coming to an end, how would you rank your least to most favorite MCU waves of the year 2021? For my most favorite is the Eternals, and the least is the What If wave. Yeah, I mean, I think maybe the What If wave may have been my least favorite. I don't know. I'd have to sit there and think about it. When I do that stuff, when I think of like favorite to least favorite, top 10 and all that stuff, I need a paper and I need the pen. This is not a pen, or pencil. And I sit there and I think real hard about it and I write stuff down. And it's not fun for a live stream. So I'm not going to really answer your question, but I'm going to say that probably my least favorite wave of the year from Marvel Legends was the What If wave. They can afford to make more comic figures. I think they could, but it's up to them. Hey, Shark. Oh, wait, I read this one already. What's up, Jay's Figs? How you doing? Wiz the Chosen One. Is that what that is? Oh, I see. Wiz the Chosen One 97. Ah, ha, ha. Was not able to read that. Villains, number 1. The Villains wave was quite dope. Yeah, the Villains wave was sick. I would have to, again, I got to sit there and think it through. I can't really give you a list right now, and I will be doing a top 10 action figures of 2021 and all of that stuff. Top 10 Marvel Legends. I might have enough to do a top 10 worst. That Invisible Woman deserves to be on some list somewhere, right? That Hasbro that Vintage Collection Fantastic Four Invisible Woman. Woo! So I think that may have earned a top 10 worst Marvel Legends of the Year list just because that one exists. And because I wasn't a big fan of the What If wave. But I honestly, dude, I really think the Eternals figures are pretty good. I really still stand behind that. Joey says it's a toss-up between the Villains wave and the Iron Man wave. Oh, yeah, the Ursa Major wave was dope. Yeah, there's so many toys this year and good ones. Just in Legends alone, you can only do a 10 list easy. You can do a Legends alone, you can do a 10 list easy. Yeah, I mean, for the last couple of years, I've been doing top 10 Legends, top 10 action figures. And then I think just last year, I did a top 10 worst. I think last year I did do a top 10 worst. I could be wrong. But yeah, because of that Invisible Woman, I'm likely to do a top 10 worst. Guesses who's in Villains Wave number 3 for Marvel Legends? Mandarin Toad! Come on, man. I know they have them developed. I know they're in development like a Malakili. Oh, I went back there. Pull them back. Okay, but Toad, Mandarin, those two. Guys, you know what I've been doing? I've been making up my own Marvel Legends waves. You guys want to hear my own Marvel Legends wave that nobody wants but me and Joey B? They're not for real. This is my come on, notes. Oh, come on. What the hell? Freaking update. I just updated my phone today. Are you serious? All right, look, hold on a second. I have this. I had to write it down. Okay, there we go. So I have 2 obscure Spider-Man Build-A-Figure waves, and then 1 not so obscure Spider-Man Build-A-Figure waves. So, do you want to hear my? So there's obscure 1, obscure 2, or not obscure. Which one do you guys want to hear? Obscure 1, obscure 2, or not obscure? Whatever I read the most of is what I'll do. I don't have a Android for the win, Russ. Yeah, and Mandarin, and yeah, an android, Mandarin. Also need Toad. A-Bomb, build a figure would be great. Woo, obscure. Get one obscure. Obscure 1 or obscure 2, Joey? Obscure 1. Okay, obscure 1. Because I think obscure 2 is no, obscure 1. These are like really obscure. Like you don't want them. I'll be surprised if most of you guys know who these characters are. All right, I'll just read them to you, okay? Okay, obscure Spider-Man Wave 1. All right, here we go. Crime Master. Who knows anything about Crime Master? All right, Vermin. You guys sold on this wave yet? Will-O-the-Wisp. Oh man, I really don't even want that figure, but I want that figure. Will-O-the-Wisp. It's like horrible character design, I think. Rocket Racer, which I think is kind of like a ripoff of from or Screwball. I think is a ripoff of Rocket Racer in a way. But anyway, Rocket Racer, Kangaroo. My least favorite, but most favorite all at the same time, the Mind Worm. Oh man, anybody a fan of any of these? Oh hell yes, Crime Master. Yeah, if you thought Rorschach was cool, oh man, wait till you see the Crime Master. And we all know we want Hasbro to make Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. They're gonna do it. I can see them revisiting MCU Spider-Man for sure. Venom movie, and yeah, they're gonna do all that stuff. Vermin, Vermin's not that obscure. I guess he's not that obscure. I don't know. The rest are Will-O-the-Wisp is a huge want of mine. Oh god, is it for the hair? Is it the hair? Spidey's C-list villains, basically. Yeah, Rocket Racer would be sick. Yeah, Rocket Racer would be actually a really cool figure. So the Mind Worm, and here's my most recent least favorite, the White Dragon. Yeah. I like Kangaroo also. Kangaroo, I think, is actually pretty badass. I don't know why, but I really like Kangaroo. And I think the White Dragon would make a cool figure. And then the Build-A-Figure. Here's the obscure one. The Build-A-Figure would be, drumroll please, Man-Made Monster, aka Smasher. Oh, Joey! Joey! Hey, Joey, jumping the gun on wave 2. Wow, good call. Damn, nerd points. I already had it written here. Look at that. All right, dude. So the spot, I don't think the spot is too obscure. The spot would be on the not obscure wave for sure, even though I did forget to add it. But yeah, Spot would be on the not obscure wave. He was in the cartoon. But still fairly obscure, but I don't know, since he was in the cartoon. But so yeah, Man-Made Monster, aka Smasher. Very short-lived character, basically like a Solomon Grundy kind of Frankenstein character. Since Hasbro has revealed Hawkeye and Kate Bishop figures last week, what are the guesses for a Build-A-Figure? I think the Build-A-Figure might be Kingpin or Abomination. I have no clue how they're going to release those. Just plain Steve making it late to the party, early for the after party though. So Alistair Smythe, I would love Alistair Smythe. Yes, I gotta put that on my. That is kind of, yeah, that is a bit on the obscure side. But wait till you get to Wave 2, because Wave 2 is actually pretty obscure too. Wave 2, Joey beat me to it. Oh, an Aunt May figure, that would be cool. White Dragon would be dope though, just to have more Shang-Chi villains. Yeah, right. Yeah, you could also use them for a Shang-Chi villain. But Wave 2, Build-A-Figure is the big wheel. He like showed up. I think that character lasted 2 issues. But it would include the Human Fly. Oh god, Hitman, which is kind of more of a Punisher villain than a Spider-Man villain, but he was definitely out to get Spider-Man. So it still counts as a Spider-Man villain, but Hitman is definitely more of a Punisher villain because they used to be bros. Mirage. We need a Mirage. Oh, here's one for Joey B. Stegron. Come on, dude. We need a Stegron. Definitely need a Stegron. I don't know how obscure Calypso is, but I would like to have a Calypso. I've mentioned that before. And the big man, which I think has come back in the comics recently, right? And then Paste Pot Pete or nothing. Paste Pot Pete or nothing. Paste Pot Pete. See, there you go. You got me on that one. Paste Pot Pete. Oh, wow. But this is this not necessarily a Spider-Man villain though? Wow, that is obscure as hell though. You got me, Steve. Paste Pot Pete. But look at this guy. Paste Pot Pete, right? The fool's really got a bucket full of paste. Gee. Wow, that sucks. I want it. Oh my god. Oh no, here he is fighting Spidey. I am so wrong. Wow. You think you know some characters, and then boom, there's still more. He's more of a Fantastic Four villain. Okay. Magma, since she's part of the New Mutants, we never got a Magma figure. Magma would be sick. Oh, Carry On would be part of my not as obscure, but Carry On is kind of obscure. See, it all depends on who it is, right? You know, like I don't know. I felt like Carry On was such an important part of Maximum Carnage, and Maximum Carnage was such an important part of my Spidey fandom that Carry On is not obscure, but in the grand scheme of things, could be considered. Trapster PPP, but Paste Pot Pete I'd consider more. Porcupine and Looter. Porcupine and Looter. I don't know either of those, but I'm gonna jot them down. Jesus. Wait, Porcupine I've heard of before. Looter. Definitely didn't hear that one. I know I'm doing more Spidey cartoon stuff, but how about the 6 Forgotten Warriors? The 6 Forgotten Warriors. I don't remember that, but I'm down. I'm down for all the Spider-Man villains. I don't care. I want them all. DD Gladiator, Trapster would be cool too. God, there's so many villains I could do. Looks like a Power Rangers villain. Would love a Chamber figure. Oh, Chamber would be great. That'd be really neat. Oh, yeah, Riot and Agony for sure. On my not obscure list, I have Molten Man. Ooh, wouldn't they do dope ass translucent plastic for him? Molten Man would be sick. Screwball, I really want Screwball. Oh, the Trapster, one of the main members of the Frightful Four. Ah, gotcha. So Molten Man, Screwball, Big Time Spider-Man with the updated body and a red variant. And a blue variant. That'd be cool too. Carry On, Riot, Cardiac. I don't hear a lot of love for Cardiac, but I want a Cardiac so bad. If you guys don't know what Cardiac looks like, I'm going to pull him up right over here because I don't think he's really that popular. But he's not that popular, but holy shit, he's so freaking cool. Right? I mean, come on, man. Hold on. So let's pull up Cardiac over here just so we could look at some Cardiac pictures because I just think Cardiac would make such a dope ass action figure. Come on. Look at this. Shoot, this is like not what I was hoping to click. Look, oh man. Blue's my favorite color, so maybe I'm partial to that, and he's got a really mean stick over here that shoots like laser bolts and stuff, you know. I don't know. I just thought Cardiac is just so freaking sick. Just a really cool looking character, right? I don't know. I like Cardiac. I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I alone here on the Cardiac? I feel like I have this cover still. I know I have this. I don't know. What do you guys think of the Cardiac? Let me read some of the feedback here. So far, Big Time Spider-Man is the only figure you've mentioned that I do not want. There's enough Big Time Spider-Mans out there. How about Spidey Hulk? Yeah, they could redo Spidey Hulk. Cardiac is sick. Right on, Sean. And then I know Cardiac is often tied up in legal rights. The creator always gets a massive percentage when he's used, so they barely use him in anything these days. Oh, is that right? I didn't know that. Aw, man. It sucks that it's like that. All right. And then Cardiac would be dope. And then, hell yeah. Hey, Dr. Scumlord made it. At Nick Jones' Great Lakes Avengers for Life. Oh, there you go. And then, looks kind of cool. Yeah, see? Cardiac is really cool. Delilah and Empathoid. Wow, Jace Figs is bringing up some characters. Empathoid. Delilah. Let's let me see. Ooh. This is she another Mark Bagley creation? I mean, that's like Mark Bagley all over it, right? Hell, looks like Mark Bagley. Aha, no wonder. This is around the time I stopped reading comics when we had the Ben Reilly Spider-Man full time. Okay. That makes sense. There she is right there. And con cleavage, totally illegal in 2021 and 2022. Can't do it. But no, it'd be cool to get a Delilah figure. That I want them all. Doorman and Flatman 2-pack. Wow. Would be dope. Shathra, damn. The Wall would be a dumb and cool figure, but he's also a dumb Spidey villain. The Wall, and I am very, I am familiar with that. Would be a cool accessory to have. We badly need a freaking Mr. Negative. Oh yeah, I gotta write that on the non-obscure list. Yeah, Mr. Negative for sure. Sorely need a Mr. Negative. All right. Negative. Okay, cool. And Dunzo. All right. Got that one. Crusher Hogan. We need. I feel like I do. I feel like I remember. Wow. Oh, okay. That's where Crush and Hogan comes from. That's what. Oh, and you can see he's been come back over here. So that's like the equivalent of Bonesaw for Spider-Man. I was like, whoa, Crusher Hogan. Bonesaw is ready. Whatever happened to Crusher Hogan? There you go. Throw him in there. I'm down. Oh, the rose we really need. Yeah. Hello, Sean Phillips. Shathra. I'm gonna have to look up Shathra. That sounds familiar though. Ooh. Oh yeah. Okay, I've read these books. Wow. Yeah, this is from a bit ago. That would be cool. Oh man, that would make such a sick figure. Look at that. Damn, that would be awesome. That would be sick. I am down. This is like part of the. This has got to be the J. Michael Straczynski run with John Romita Jr. I know that's John Romita Jr.'s artwork for sure. Nice. Life and Death of Spiders. J. Michael Straczynski. All right, you guys. I'm gonna dip out and head on to the after party. Let's read a few more of these and then I'll dip out. We need a Tatiana. I imagine we'll get one with the new She-Hulk show. That would be pretty sweet. Then Forcers. Oh, yeah. Then Forcers. I would love to have the Enforcers. Yeah, the Enforcers. That I was trying to. Okay, that would be like a 3-pack. Let me write that down. 3-pack. Then one of them changed their name or something, right? Fancy Dan turned into Ricochet or something, right? Didn't Fancy Dan turn into Ricochet? But I like the Fancy Dan was like the acrobat kind of. The Slingers, Ezekiel, that would be a cool one to have. The Burglar, Uncle Ben's Killer, and Tinker. Man, there's so many. Shathra was badass. I love that Shathra design. She looks cool as hell. That looks sick. All right, you guys, I got to dip out. Going to the after party. So that's on the Patreon and on the membership. If you want to go, head over there. I will have the link up there very, very soon. Like, just, I'm not going to get up and go to the bathroom or anything. Just going to launch into that live stream just right after this one. Alistair Smythe. Yeah, for sure. Smythe. Got to do Smythe. Oh, for my, I'm sorry, for the Build-A-Figure for me is a Spider Slayer. I want a Spider Slayer Build-A-Figure. Preferably one with J. Jonah Jameson's face on it. You know, not a big stupid one, but like one of the cool ones that has his face on it. You know, that's what I want to see for a Build-A-Figure. Spider Slayer with J. Jonah Jameson on there. We're going to get that in the next Spider-Man movie. Watch. Spider-Man No Way Home. We're going to get Spider Slayer, J. Jonah Jameson. All right, you guys. Venom 2099. I mean, dude, yeah, there are so many. We're getting Shockers soon. So, yeah. All right, you guys. I'll see you over. And I'll try to remember to do another live stream next week. Same time. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.